Hello everyone, welcome to some more Sporting Memories quizzes. Today's theme, this Saturday evening, we're looking at motorsport. So we've got a mixture here, some Formula 1, endurance racing, superbikes, that kind of thing. So if you're ready to go, get ready with your pen and paper, and here's question number 1. What does the TT stand for in the Isle of Man races? What does that TT stand for in the Isle of Man races? That's number 1. Number 2, who first had a record-breaking car and boat, both called Bluebird? Who was the first person to have a car and a record-breaking car, obviously, and boat that were called Bluebird? That's number 2. Number 3, what team did the racing driver Jim Clark spend all of his racing career with? What team did Jim Clark spend all of his racing career with? That's number 3. Number 4, how many times do you think Stirling Moss won the World Drivers' Championship? How many times did Stirling Moss win the World Drivers' Championship? Number 5, which ex-world champion was killed in the San Marino Grand Prix in May 1994? Which ex-world champion was killed in the San Marino Grand Prix in May 1994? Number 6, who was the first man to win a Grand Prix in a car that he had designed? Who was the first man to win a Grand Prix in a car that he had designed himself? That'll lead us nicely to question number 7, staying in the 90s. So we're back in 1994. 1994, who was the first Austrian to win the German Grand Prix since Niki Lauda? In 94, who was the first Austrian to win the German Grand Prix since Niki Lauda? Number 8, which Briton was the first World Drivers' Champion to win Le Mans in 1972? Which Briton was the first World Drivers' Champion to win at Le Mans in 1972? Number 8. That was number 8. Number 9, we're going to move to some superbike questions now. Number 9, by the end of the year 2005, which rider had won most World Superbike titles? So at the end of 2005, which rider had won the most Superbike titles? That's number 9. Number 10, when did the Superbike World Championships begin? What year did the World Superbike Championships begin? Next question, number 11. What bike did the 2004 250cc Grand Prix world champion Daniel Pedrosa ride? What bike did the 2004 250cc Grand Prix world champion Daniel Pedrosa ride? Number 12. Which Italian rider, which Italian legend has won 15 motorcycle Grand Prix championship titles? Which Italian legend has won 15 motorcycle Grand Prix championship titles? That leads us now to question 13. Which 1960s Formula 1 driver was known as King of Monaco or Mr. Monaco? Which 1960s Formula 1 driver was known as the King of Monaco or Mr. Monaco? Question 14. Whose tyre exploded with just 16 laps to go in the 1986 Australian Grand Prix, which potentially cost him the World Drivers' Championship? Whose tyre exploded with 16 laps to go in the 1986 Australian Grand Prix, which potentially cost him the World Drivers' Championship? And final question, question number 15. Are you ready? Which 3 prestigious motor races make up the Triple Crown of motorsport? Which 3 prestigious races make up the Triple Crown of motorsport? All right, I hope you did okay with those, and I'll give out the results on Sunday, so hopefully you got a good result. Okay, I'll see you then. Bye for now.